Pick a song everyone knows. Now tap out its rhythm on a table with your finger. Da, 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 da. In your head, you can hear the whole thing. The melody, the words, every pause. It's so obvious. Surely the person across from you can hear it too. They can't. They hear knocking. In 1990, a Stanford student turned that exact moment into an experiment, and it revealed something quietly unsettling about every conversation you've ever had. Her name was Elizabeth Newton, and the game was almost childishly simple. She split people into two groups, tappers and listeners. Each tapper was given a list of 25 songs everyone knows. Happy Birthday, the National Anthem, nursery rhymes. They picked one and tapped out its rhythm on a tabletop with a finger. The listener's job was just to name the song. But before each round, Newton asked the tapper one question. What are the odds your listener gets it right? On average, the tappers were confident. They guessed about 50%, 1 in 2. After all, the song was so clear in their own heads. How could anyone miss it? Then the listeners guessed. Out of 120 songs tapped, the listeners named just 3. 3, that's a success rate of 2.5%. The tappers expected 50. Reality delivered 2.5. And here's the part that makes it sting. The tappers could see the listeners struggling. They watched them guess wrong again and again, and they were baffled. How are you not getting this? It's so obvious. But it wasn't obvious. Not to anyone who couldn't hear the song. Here's what's actually happening. When the tapper taps, they don't hear tapping. Inside their head, a full orchestra is playing. The tune, the lyrics, the swells. Their finger is just keeping time with a song only they can hear. The listener gets none of that. They get a series of disconnected knocks on wood with no melody underneath. But the tapper cannot unhear the music. They know the song so completely that they've lost the ability to imagine not knowing it. And so they assume the listener must be hearing roughly what they hear. This is the trap. It has a name. The curse of knowledge. Once you know something, it becomes almost impossible to remember what it was like not to. And it doesn't stay on the table. The curse of knowledge is everywhere. It's the expert who can't understand why the beginner is confused. It's the engineer whose instructions make sense only to another engineer. It's the teacher who explains it perfectly for someone who already gets it. Economists gave it its name in 1989, studying why people who know more make worse predictions about people who know less. Every time you've thought someone was being slow, or dense, or willfully not getting it, there's a good chance you were the tapper. You could hear the music. They were listening to your fingers. The unsettling part is that knowledge is supposed to help you communicate. But the more you know, the harder it becomes to reach the person who doesn't. Your own understanding sits between you and them like a wall you can't see. The best teachers, writers, and explainers aren't just the ones who know the most. They're the rare ones who can climb back down, who remember what confusion felt like, and build a bridge from there. Most of us just keep tapping, louder and louder. Sure, the song is obvious. So the next time someone doesn't understand you, pause before you decide they're the problem. You might simply be hearing a song they were never given. Knowledge feels like a gift, but it quietly takes something too. The ability to imagine the world without it. And once it's gone, you can tap all day. They'll still just hear knocking.